Assalamualaikum and a very good day. I bid to Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Maddawi, our respective lecturer for EDUP 3053, Technology for Teaching and Learning. Today, me and my group mates will be presenting our coursework task 3, which is the website presentation based on Azure Instructional Design Model. This is our lecturer, Dr. Abdul Hadi bin Maddawi, and this is my group mates, Nur Fatini, me, Nur Alissa, and also one Ahmad Faris.
In this presentation, we will be analyzing a website based on Azure Instructional Design Model. So Azure is an acronym, stands for A, analyze learner characteristics. First as state objectives. Second as select, modify, or design materials. U, utilize materials. R, require learner response. And E, evaluation. So what is instructional design? It is the creation of instructional materials, modules, or lessons. Our group has chosen Alissa's website to be analyzed based on Azure model. The first A for Azure acronym is analysis. The first step in planning is to specifically identify the users of the website. So we have categorized it into three, which are general characteristics, previous knowledge, and learning styles. So the class has been chosen is from three creative. Their level is excellent. Number of pupils are 30 and all are girls. Age 9 and the school location is in urban area. So it requires pupils' previous knowledge, footnotes, and the website-based learning style is visual, auditory, and consists of 70% of visual and 30% of auditory. Next, I pass to Alissa.
The second acronym from the Azure model is S, which is the first S. It stands for state objectives. So after analyzing the learner characteristic and details, the teacher must state standards and objectives for the learning session. The statement consists of specification of what the learners will be able to do as a result of the instruction. In this website, as this is a fully student-centered learning session, the learning objectives have been presented clearly in the form of infographic as to let learners know what they need to accomplish throughout the lesson. So we have divided our learning objectives into two parts, which are cognitive and affective. We have the ABCD is used to ensure that the learning objectives are well stated. So A in the ABCD stands for audience, which is for whom is the objective intended. B, behavior, what is the behavior or performance to be demonstrated. C, conditions, what are the conditions under which the behavior or performance will be observed. And D, degree, to what degree will the knowledge or skill be mastered. So for our cognitive learning objective, the first one is pupils able to identify at least 4 countable and uncountable nouns each. The second one is pupils able to answer at least 6 countable and uncountable nouns questions in the Google form. And for the affective part, pupils able to give feedback regarding the lesson appropriately. Next, I pass to Faris.
And for the third acronym, which is S, which represents select method, media, and resources. For our group, we use the materials and resources that we use are 2D media, which include pictures, videos, and infographic on the website. And we also use live worksheet and Google Jamboard for the activity session in the website. And for the teaching and learning methods, the first teaching and learning method is exploration. So for exploration method, the learning process itself is motivated by the students' curiosity and inquiry. For the second method, student-centered learning, it is different from the usual learning method, which is this in the usual learning method, students are the ones who receive the information passively, while in this method, students are the one responsible to actively search for information that they want. And for the third one is material based learning. So all the learning process that happen depends on the materials that we provided on our website, and the media that we use is website. And so next I pass to Fatini.
The next acronym, U, for utilize media. So now teacher needs to decide on how the media, materials, and technology being used to carry out the website learning. So on this website, it consists of various media's utilization. On the first page, which is home, it consists of picture of food and infographic of user manual guide as introduction to pupils. Next, for topic tab, it has a video of food nouns, flashcards to recall previous knowledge, and a graphic organizer of content standard, learning objectives, and language focus. The next tab, we have archive, and it consists of presentation of PowerPoint slides of countable and uncountable nouns, and a video of the topic for further understanding. And the last one, the media implemented are live worksheets and Google Jamboard website, which are two drag and drop activities of countable and uncountable nouns to test pupils' understanding and improve their memorization. And a Google Jamboard link is given and provided to gain feedback from pupils about their learning session. Next, I pass to Alissa.
The second last acronym in the Assure model is R, which stands for Require Learners Participation. The one who created and designed the website, which is the teacher, has to plan in detail on how to make sure that the students actively engage in the lesson. So this website is a fully student-centered and material-based learning. We have divided the lesson in the website into three main parts, which are set induction, activity, and closure. In set induction, pupils will recall their previous knowledge by watching a video on food nouns e-flashcards. In the activity session, pupils will first read the notes provided in the slides form, and then they will watch a video on countable and uncountable food nouns for better understanding. After watching the video and read the notes, pupils are then given a worksheet, which is drag and drop, on differentiating countable and uncountable food nouns to test their understanding. After finish the first worksheet, they are given the second worksheet, which is classify, to enhance their knowledge. For the last activity, pupils will be provided with multiple choice questions in the Google form on the countable and uncountable food nouns. So for the closure, pupils will give feedback of the learning session on Google Jamboard. Next, I pass to Faris.
And for the last acronym, E, which stand for Evaluate and Revise, for the pupils' performance evaluation, First, student will answer the multiple choice questions in the Google form provided in 15 minutes, and then student will utilize the interactive learning software for countable and uncountable nouns with the guide of facilitator for 60 minutes. And after finishing using the interactive learning software, student will answer the multiple choice questions in the Google form provided for another 50 minutes. And the both of the score of in the first multiple choice questions and the second multiple choice question will be recorded, and student scores are analyzed to determine the effectiveness of the interactive learning software. And we will compare people's answer with learning objectives on step 2 to determine whether the objectives that we set earlier are achieved or not. And for the media effectiveness evaluation, it will be implemented after we analyze the people's performance. And that's all for our group. And thank you.